Alright, here we are back at the house. Quick little video of the boxes and as it was shipped. In a few minutes I'll set up a table and go through each box. I guess the gas tank now is plastic, injected molded, I assume. I guess it is what it is. I kind of liked the old one, but this one seems to be fine. Alright, let me go get a table. I'll be right back. Alright, just got back from meeting Stewart Transport down at the high school. Saved him the trouble of trying to back his big truck down a 2-mile dead end. So I met him down at the high school, and as you saw in the other video, I just lowered it onto the back of my truck. Easy peasy. And so now I'm going to just go through all the boxes and inventory everything and get it packed up into the house. Alright, so this box has multiple stickers. Bell crank bearing kit, rack limiter, shifter socks, DF-KC steering wheel kit. Ooh, and some decals included with the kit. Okay, I guess on this box it's got an indication that the steering quick release is back ordered. Let's zoom in on that. Steering rack limiter kit, the smaller ones for the SS. Steering column hardware, steering wheel, now this appears to be the quick release, so I'm not sure what it's saying was back ordered. Steering quick release. So, got confused there. Got that steering wheel. This appears to be the shifter socks, hardware kit, steering column fastener kit, quick release, upgraded bell crank kit with bearings, and the steering shaft mount. Taillight kit M1 5J. Two taillights and mounting hardware. transmission mount kit for SS. Pop this open just to verify what it is, which is some hardware. K15C, Stage 1 hardware for SS/SC. Let's check the video. Radiator hose hardware. I forget which one this was. I thought I had to make one, but it's hose number 86050, hose 70989, hose 70846, and the gas tank hose from the filler cap down to the gas tank. Here's a little packing slip. Here's the bracket for the overflow tank. Here's the radiator for the intercooler, I believe. Some radiator inserts. And some clips, I believe, probably for mounting the radiator or the fan. Lay this over here. Some brake line. The fuel tank vapor overflow or vent line. Bag of rivets. Harness routing hardware. Power steering hardware. I'm going to put this aside as one of the things I'll be getting powder coated. And fuel line adapters. And the spring kit for the radiator overflow, and steering rack hardware, battery hold down, more brake line, 2 pieces, so a total of 3 pieces in this box. I believe this is for the power brakes. And clamps for the fuel tank. Bag K22D, hardware for clutch line and pedal. Bag K23C, subframe mounting hardware. K22H radiator mounting hardware, K22B brake line hardware, K22A BCM and kick plate mounting hardware, K22E fuse box hardware, K21C pedal box hardware, K22F fuel tank hardware, K21B gauge panel hardware, transmission mount spacers for SS, 2 spacers, K21A floor pan support strap hardware, and it's got some other writing on here, not sure why, but there's 3 butt head cap screws and 3 bolts, and then the kick panel that will then also be powder coated, so I'm going to keep that separate. Let me put these things over here. And I'll pause the camera while I put everything back in the box. All right, on to the next box. Yes, I don't have a tape measure, but it's supposed to be a 3-inch pipe for the SS model. Welds are nicely done. Put this off to the side. This one's labeled Stage 2 Standard Hardware, box L15A. Top line's crossed off for whatever reason. Not sure what this hose is for. There was hose similar to it in the other box. I'll figure it out. Huh. The last ones I got were not black anodized. They were just, you know, raw aluminum, so that's nice. One less thing to have powder coated. Here's the bag L23G outer rod end hardware. Bag L23F inner rod end hardware. Appear to be the new upgraded pieces. I'll probably clear coat these instead of powder coating them. Back in this. L13C rear strut mount hardware. L22H front upright hardware, tunnel cap hardware, some rivets that I probably won't use, seat mounting hardware, and toe link hardware. Okay, some more items to powder coat. 4 of them. These all fit here. Okay, I'm not going to bother taking them out. They're obvious what they are, you know. Not that I know what they're actually called. Off the top of my head, I'm drawing a blank. Front suspension upright, maybe? I know where they go. I guess that's all that matters. 1 box tie rod and 0 or 032I. Another one, 032I. And 2 tie rods, 032H and 032H. Not positive, I'll check, but I thought I bought 2 more of these black caps for the toe link hardware. I kind of used them at the top of the rear struts, the shocks, to cover up the hole where the adjusting mechanism goes. I think just leaving that adjusting mechanism exposed just is inviting somebody to just twist it when I'm not looking. Not intentionally, but who knows what a kid might do. If they see something that'll twist, they'll twist it. Alright, I'm going to go over to the other side, grab a box. Here's the wing mount kit, M15M, powder coated, or will be powder coated. Here's the rear coilover kit, N15J. Maybe what is an overall packing list. I'll set that off to the side. I'm not going to bother opening this. I know exactly what they look like. And I'm sure there's 2 of them in there. This is box L15B stage 2 front coilover kit. front shock hardware, shock single adjustable 2, spring 2. And that's what appears to be in here. Box, 2 of them, 022I and 2 QA1 shocks, part number 022B, and another 022B. Yeah, heavy one. Rear brake kit parking 5 lug. Brake pads, brake line, centering rings, so it's kind of nice. Again, this is the parking brake caliper mount, and they appear to be black anodized with the hardware that goes along. Pretty sure my previous kit they were just raw aluminum. And 2 parking brakes and 2 rotors. So this time I think I'll take the time to paint the calipers. I guess when you get to a certain point in your build, you're like just so anxious, you just slap on the brakes as they are. But this time I'll take the time to get them painted. Right, here's the hose, pull through the tubes. Always a party pulling that through. Box M15K front turn signal kit. Inside there, side mount hardware, nuts and washers. A few other parts in there. I don't recall having these. They're 2 studs, threaded studs with hardware. Okay, this is for the boost mount, maybe. For the boost gauge. Perhaps that hardware is for that. I don't know. I'll figure it out. I'll post that online. Got a mirror and license plate mount kit, M15L. This over in the powder coat pile. Fortunately, the rain is holding off. This nice sunny day in Southwest Florida. Next box. Box K1-5F full set control arms. Let's see if that's all that's in here or the additional. Two, three, four. Off the powder coating. Box L1 5G Stage 2 hardware for SS/SC. A few different boxes then I got with DF-KitCar 1.0, which was a naturally aspirated automatic. This one's going to be a 2007 supercharged 5-speed. Must be a hose for maybe the intercooler or something. Here's the air intake elbow. There's some elbows for probably the intercooler. Here's a hose 88352. A little different than the first kit. I believe I had a much larger tube assembly, but there's where the sensor goes. Shifter hardware for SS kits. That has some belt crank adapters in there. I assume the ones I got were of better quality or better strength. We shall see. Some clamps for the air cleaner intake hardware. Heat exchange mount hardware and parts to be powder coated. That's bag L13E for future reference. Here's bag L22C Master Cylinder Adapter Kit. Brake Reservoir Adapter Kit. Black anodized. Again, I don't remember it being black anodized in kit 1.0. I guess I still have it, so I can take a look. Alright. Just by the looks of this, I'm going to say it's for the mounting for the shifter cables. Powder coat. Air filter, 3-inch, box O22A. And this box doesn't say what it is. We'll open it up and take a peek. Now, that first fan I saw was for the radiator. And this smaller one is probably for the intercooler. Got a similar bag of clips in there. Yeah. This one's a heavy one. Box N1 5G front brake kit 5 lug. It's got this cardboard in here, 18B4881A. Brake caliper. 2 hoses. Another caliper. Yeah. 3D printed brake line connectors. Bag L22B, brake hose hardware, front stainless steel braided hose, and front brake mounting hardware L22F. Again, black anodized. I don't remember that. Not complaining. Brake pads and 2 rotors. To be powder coated, but I will paint the brakes. Okay, only other box in there is for the radiator and the gas tank. I'm gonna leave that there since it's so friggin' heavy. I'm not gonna follow it. I guess I will. Okay, no dented fins. That's the only thing I was checking. Nice little radiator. Put it away to make sure nothing else gets dented. There's the brake line that was taped onto the frame. And yes, I faked that tape that they used the residue on the frame, but it is what it is. They want to ensure that it doesn't come off, I'm sure. Here's another piece. And this probably is a long piece that goes down the entire tube. I'm not going to try yanking it. I'll wait till I take the center cap off. Let me get these pieces off with that wonderful tape. Gorilla tape. I'll try to remove the adhesive before powder coating just to make sure that it's removed. And this top bar is the floor support. And that other piece was to lock the rear steering in place that used to be up in the front. panel for the floor. A panel for the back. Yeah, these are friggin' hot, so I should go get an egg, see if I can try it. And another panel for the back. And 2 panels for the floor that the seats slide into. Okay, there's an additional brake line up front, and I can see the bracket for mounting the hood in the front underneath is tie wrapped to the battery tray. And that's all she wrote. And whoever they have welding, I forget who, but I know they hired 2 more guys recently. They do a phenomenal job. The welds are nice and clean. And here are also 2 cables for the transmission. Just leave them taped there for now. Or actually, let me remove them because I'm sending the frame for powder coating shortly. There's the riveted VIN number, DF-GOBLIN 0392. The welds are just so nicely done. Gonna force it. You don't want to bend any bends into it. Okay, inside there I can see some other, maybe like a PVC tubing for the intercooler. All right, time to get some water. And move all these boxes inside and then re-inventory them into an Excel spreadsheet. I know others have gotten this tank, but I've yet to see anyone post any pictures of it. Here's an additional hose. Hose number 22569. mean, it seems like a nice tank. Just that aluminum welded one just was a work of art. This appears to maybe have a internal pocket, maybe to help with splashing. To get that glue off. But it's good. It's a good, maybe not 3/8, but definitely maybe 0.312. Heck. I guess I'd be curious if it's less gallons that it holds. I think the other tank held 10 gallons. But it seems well made. Alright, so the only thing left is the radiator and the aluminum panels.